Good morning. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. I'm assuming you can. So I'm going to go on and say, oh, I need to find my glasses. All right. We've got already QP, Korrie, JW, Evie, Awakened Saint. Oh, great. Yeah, play a game of Guess That Sound. That was weird because I was like, my computer's making all kinds of weird noises. And then I realized I hadn't plugged my headphones into this one, and then it was making weird noises on for you guys. Hi, Joner. Hi, Lynn. Do any of us sleep? I don't think so. Actually, I barely got a few hours in, probably about 4, maybe at the most, 3.5 to 4. Let's see. And then I thought I turned my sound off when I was getting my drink and all that. We're like, good thing I wasn't cussing and stuff like that. Oh, your kids are at college. Yeah, I've got both of mine are out of college. Well, one's in master's, but I don't seem old enough to have 2 kids that are already out of college. Oh my gosh. My boys are 24 and 23. I think. Yeah, I'll have the oldest one will be 25 in 5 weeks. Who can sleep with the Mandela going on? Oh, I know. Well, at first, especially. Yeah, it seemed like the first few months, no sleep whatsoever. I mean, maybe a couple hours a night. And then, and then after that, probably about a 2 or 3 week period where that's all I wanted to do. And now I alternate. It's like, half the time I'm sleeping all the time, and half the time I'm up all night. Hi, Sarah. Oh, well, I didn't really start all that young. I was 25 when I had my first child, so that's not like, 18 or anything. So I was 25 and 27 when my kids were born. Oh, thank you, Awakened Saint. I didn't know if any of you guys had a chance to look at my Book of Enoch audios I put out. I was going to read it again anyway, and I just thought, well, I might as well do that. Put it online, because I know there's some out there, but some are robot voices, some are men's voices, and I don't know. There is one lady that does a nice job on one too, but I just thought, I think mine has a little bit of music background in it and might be nice. Hi, Patrick. How are you this morning? Probably minimal. I heard John Brandon's broadcast last night. That was nice. So I guess it's 9 p.m. in Australia, and I think it's around noon Manchester time. I always say Manchester now instead of London. Good morning, Mr. Richie. Okay, so you guys are going to, a 900 chat. You guys are going to know that, especially you, Korrie, better than I do. There's something that's been bothering me. Is there like 2 different rock biters? Is there like a rock biter, just a plain rock biter, and then a rock biter 2025 with like something after it? Because 2:08 p.m. Saudi time. Wow. So you're 2 hours behind Manchester. Okay, that'll help me to remember. 8 p.m. in Palau. So 1 hour behind Sydney. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's good. Well, it's 5 a.m. here. Mountain time. But you know, it's good. The house is quiet, and it's a consistent time for me to do the, the broadcasts and everything. So, one channel is for his BB guns, and one is okay. Well, I've seen both lately, and I'm like, am I shifting? Is it like, is it a weird name change? Okay, good, because that solves that for me. Hi, Jemima. Okay, that's fine. Glad you can listen. Yeah, it was so weird when I first came on because I was just getting ready to get on to say my computer's making all these noises, like Chromebook, and then I realized that stupid headphones were on the floor and they were hooked up to my other laptop. I still want to try to do. I think my audio is messed up on my other one because if I can use my other laptop, I can use my OBS, and it's just, of course, I don't know. My internet's too slow really to show video anyways, other than just the odd screen share now and then. He massacres potatoes in his spare time. That's funny. Oh goodness. Hi, Rationally. Good morning. Okay, I didn't put together a list this morning. Anything you guys want to talk about, or any questions you guys might have? Oh, well, I'll just go through my life a little bit. Like yesterday, and Sunday, I guess I went through like some of my stuff of, my spiritual background and stuff like that. And then I can tell you guys a little bit about, a lot of you already know part of this or whatever, but see, I grew up on a farm. Looked at the sky over the last few days. It's been weird here because either it's totally cloudy and I cannot see the sky, or it's clear blue and there's your basic chemtrail plains, but it's pretty blue into nothingness here. I mean, it's because it's in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, grew up on a farm. At that time, we just did wheat, but now we do wheat and corn. And I can drive the grain cart and all that stuff, the tractor. And that's fun. I like driving the grain cart during harvest. And for those of you guys who don't know what the grain cart is, it's like basically a big tractor that pulls behind this thing that, well, I don't know if you know what a combine is, but the combine like cuts the wheat or the corn and then puts it in the bin in back of it, and then it like comes out of that into the tractor. Okay, so anyway, that's that. And then I played a lot of sports when I was in high school. I love volleyball and basketball. I didn't do track. I hated running. I mean, I like to do it fine for basketball and volleyball, but just to run for run's sake, are you kidding me? And then I went to engineering school and graduated. And also I played volleyball in college, but it was just a very small college. It wasn't like it was a huge school, or anything. Yeah, you're an hour behind us at the Pacific in California. Now, Master Richie, before I go on, has the state of California changed shape for you? Because it looks different to me, for sure. It looks more bendy. It was always obviously had a bend in it, but it didn't look so bendy like it does now. You're right. I'm a big green tractor. We mostly had John Deere, but 1:15 in the afternoon in Sweden. Yeah, Jonah, I really enjoyed that video about your little balcony thing. Are you going to go live again, Wake and Sane, on Friday? Yeah, I definitely will. I've got you on my bell now. I don't think I had you because you just started like a couple months ago, right? So I don't even think I had you on my subscriptions even, and then until you said something. 12:12 in the UK. 1969. Oh, great. Awakened Saint. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out if I'm around. Okay, so anyway, let's see, college, engineering school. And then, most of you know my story about how I had the bad drug trip in college, and then I came back to God and everything. And, oh no, Awakened Saint, I didn't mean it like that. I'm a small channel too. I just meant that I didn't know that you had started doing videos, I guess, is what I'm saying. Because I've seen you on Paul's channel a lot. What's happened with Paul? Is he okay? I mean, I saw he was on like a little bit ago, but then he hasn't been on the last few nights or whatever. See, the earth is so different. I think that's why animals are beaching up. Well, the animals are acting nuts, aren't they? I don't know if you guys watch, oh gosh, whose channel is it? Mr. MB333, I think. So I'm talking about. He did a video yesterday where like the owls were just peering in the windows of an office. It was the creepiest picture. It's craziness. Well, I remember when was it? Right around the time of the that oil spill in the Gulf. Isn't Italy closer to Greece now? Jenner says I'll have to look that up. Oh, he had pneumonia. Oh yeah, definitely pray for Paul then. But yeah, those owls looking in the office. Oh, that was crazy. At that video yesterday. 4-year anniversary. Oh wow, Jemima. Oh, I'm sorry you're having a hard time. You're having a harder time now, even. Wow. Yeah, that was around 210 because that's when I moved to Alabama because I was all worried about it because that was right when that oil spill happened. And right before the oil spill, even there were like birds. Do you remember that in 2010? There were birds falling out of the sky and fish and everything coming up on the beaches. I mean, it was just a mess back then. So that's when I started. And that's when people were hearing all those booms and weird, weird occurrences with the animals. Well, I always liked owls and I always thought it was weird, that owls freaked people out. And then I saw, oh gosh, what is that alien movie with Mila Jovovich? I saw that movie and then I kind of got weirded out by owls after that. Yeah, Jemima, I'm so sorry. Oh, I hate it that you're feeling that way. Hi, Martha Jane. How are you? So, Martha, was there any weird anomalies with your program last night? Hi, River Swept. It's when you realize what's really fake. Well, yeah, I know. I mean, some days I go through where I think that everything's fake. I think that possibly we're in a big room that's black all around and it's just a computer's rendering out things before us as necessary. So I don't know. Oh, Jemima, I'm so sorry. Yeah, there's days where I just don't know what to do. I don't know. Korrie, yeah, I know I love owl stuff, but yeah, especially if their head turned around. Now, isn't that weird how people's heads can turn around like that now? Oh my gosh, that is so nasty. Hi, Claire. I didn't see you come in. See Cupid saying hi to you, but I didn't. Oh, okay, there you go. I see it now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just, there's days where I just don't know what to do with myself either. It's like, like first I think, well, if I'm dead already, does it really matter? But then again, if I have died, I died when I was 13 or 14 or whenever it was. So I've been this way for a long time and just didn't realize it. Or second of all, I think, well, if it's computer simulation, what does it really matter? What does it matter if I just start walking along the road like Forrest Gump and just keep walking and whatever. It's in metallurgical engineering, Awakened Saint, but I haven't used it in a long time. I mean, I still remember all my math and stuff like that, but I did work for a steel mill for 2 years, and I called on GM and Ford for stamping metal parts and things like that. I got enough frequent flyer miles going to Detroit that I got to go to Hawaii, both Hawaii and Alaska for free. Yeah, JW, I saw that video that you posted. Yeah, that was wild. Yeah. His wasn't as wild as Martha's, but yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, River Swept. I don't know. I mean, I try to be as positive. There's some days I know I'm on here and I hope I don't depress you guys, because I'm like so depressed sometimes, and then other times, I try to lift up other people and make their day. Well, I mean, I hope I do that all the time, but Moloch. Oh, oh, bye, Awakened Saint. Have a great day. Anyway, so getting back to that, I got out of college and went to work for a steel mill, and then worked there, like I just said, for a couple years. Called on some, let's see. Oh, yeah. I try not to watch the news. Like if I do, I put the sound down and I just kind of look at the headlines. But anyway, so then I worked for Stillman for a couple years, and then met someone and had my two boys, and mostly stayed home with them. But then I was also a math teacher at a Christian school for a long time. Oh, I think so too, Master Richie. I think shifts are occurring more and more quickly. I think I'm shifting like several times a day. Seriously. Several. Yeah, Riverswept. I need to just probably try to be as positive as I can, because I know one of the best things that I love about Scott's broadcast is, in general, unless he's on a rant, about the Middle East, what we're doing in the Middle East or something like that. He's generally just a fun, positive person. And I think that's why people like going to his broadcast, is that, it just makes you feel good. He makes you feel good, and, then he makes you feel positive and laugh, and things are funny. And, I mean, not that things can be funny and hoo-ha all the time, but, it is, important to feel good when sometimes we're, wondering what in the heck in our lives is going on. Let's see. Yeah. I know when I miss a few live streams, like, I hate it when I can't be around for MA's and Scott's broadcast. And then I'm starting to have a couple other favorites too. And, what's really neat about, I think, this group that we're in is that I'm starting to really like, just the smaller ones, instead of like, I mean, I still like Mandela Monday and Scarab and all that, but it's like, he was only doing his broadcast like a couple times a week, and now it's like, I feel like, you might only have to wait a couple hours to, hi Raleigh, how are you? Yes, JW. I get so sleepy when a shift happens. I mean, it's like, and then my brain kind of starts to vibrate a little bit, my head. Now, some days, hi Andrew, how are you? But sometimes, what was I saying? But yeah, my brain, my head starts to vibrate, and then it's like I almost can't control sleep, like the sleep. Like, it's like almost like somebody drugged me or something, Paycheck. I have to rewatch that because every time I watch it, it seems like I only get halfway through. Hi, K Smalls. Good morning. Good morning in Kentucky. I used to live in Kentucky, so that's how I remember that you live there. The Shadow Man does that. People talk about the Shadow Man. I've never seen him, though. I don't know if that's what it is either, but I've never seen the Shadow Man or anything. I gotta get probiotics. I love kombucha. Yum, yum. I gotta get me a drink of my iced coffee. It seems like I am thirsty all the time, and it has to be in general, except for like early in the morning like this. Sometimes I'll want some coffee, or if I've been outside, hot coffee. But otherwise, I just want something just full of ice. It's like I don't know. Okay, I think of God omniscient as the source of all and not just one of many. If there were many, yeah, I definitely think of God as, yes, I mean, over everyone and everything and the creator. And yeah, he's not one of many. To me, he's everything, So, you've seen the Shadow Man, Master Richie? What were the circumstances? There, I think I said hi to you, but if I didn't, hi. Oh no, Jemima, why is that? I hope that's not true. Oh, well, Jemima, that's not true for me. You can come here anytime. I've been wondering where you were actually. Maybe a little bit more, K Smalls. A little bit. Let's see, Raleigh. Information or deja vu. I had something where it was into a repeat or something. Let's see, I like going into rooms that aren't ME24 and seeing a bunch of us in the comment section. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Brandon has a good channel. Brandon Hall's there. I'm enjoying him, but he sounds a lot like Photo Helix. When they get together for their show, I told him, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to tell which one's which except for the picture. Oh, my sugar checked, huh? That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Now, I haven't been feeling bad, though, necessarily. Jemima Puddleduck. I know. I've been wondering where you were. Yeah, I need to pray more. I don't know if that's what you mean, Patrick, but I need to pray more for sure. I think prayer help. Well, I know it's helped me every time I do pray, so I don't know why I just don't pray all the time. Yeah, she's here, Andrew. Well, I've always been more of a savory food eater, and but yeah, I've been craving sweets a little bit more, and I do get like really bad hot flashes to where I'm like, man, this is. And yeah, I'm 50, and you could say, well, you're just going through menopause, but I had a hysterectomy a long time ago, so I shouldn't be, going through all that. Well, that's what I mean, river swept, praying. Yeah, it's just, to me, that's just talking to God, But yeah, Well, yeah, I do get headaches for sure, but I thought that was part of the ME. I'll have to look that. I'll have to. I think I got a blood sugar thingy somewhere. Hi, Aqsa. Good morning. Well, afternoon for you. Oh man, that iced coffee tastes so good. What's going on with one affected, Jemima? GMO sugar. Yeah, I worry about that. You know, okay. Yeah, I will. Okay, Smalls. I gotta find. I've got a blood sugar thingy somewhere around here. But what happened with one affected? I'm curious about that. You can't have coffee, Alexa? You know, it's weird when I. Oh my gosh, really? What's wrong? What's wrong with one affected? Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sharkay. What's why do you have to wait till the end of May, K Smalls, to go live? Did your is it something with your channel or just something? Oh, that's I was wondering about one affected. I always remember the who just put was here or whatever, and then I thought I did like a video or something. Oh goodness. That's terrible. But why would they take his laptop away? I mean, get grief if what does it matter now? I mean, that's crazy. Hi, Creek Mary. That is so sad. Oh, man, they've been cracking down on that. I can't imagine you getting the community guidelines strike. Oh man, that's so sad about one. Okay, yeah, I'll check his last video. Well, I knew he put one up and I was going to go see it and then I didn't. Ugh, that's really sad. I know, but why would they take it away when, that, I mean, what does it really matter now? That's strange to me. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad if my family did that. I mean, if that's all I basically had left, you know? Mm, it's too bad. Oh, crisis actors. 2 years. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Now, when that happened, K Smalls, did you have it in the title or anything, or was it just like kind of a random thing, like in your broadcast? Because I'm worried, like I'm just going to say one random sentence someday, and then they're going to say, "Nope, you can't do that." Oh goodness, that's so sad about that, Jim. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think if we're a little more cautious about putting things like more generic terms in the title, it might help. I mean, yeah, they've got like all these bots that can listen to everything you say and analyze it and everything, but I think it's better if, you know, let's see. Yeah, my goodness, how many Facebook Mandela groups are there? I think I'm gonna just, I don't know. Of course, I don't really go to Facebook that much. I mostly just post and really I need to post that I'm going live to my page, and I don't even do that. I think it's called Mandela Affected with an A. I don't know. Korrie would know how to get you on there, Patrick. Oh, you'll have to. I saw that, Case Smalls. You'll have to give me the details if you can without, you know what I mean? 14 Mandela Facebook. I know. Yeah, I don't. I really don't even want to have Facebook, but there's just some things that I just try not to stay on it too much. What I don't like is like some people will send like these links to everybody, like in their friends and stuff. And it's like, just post it to your page and I can go to it if I want. Don't post it to my messenger. I just don't like that. I mean, if it's just to me personally, that's fine. I don't mean that. I'm talking about like, posts where people will send like the same link to like all their friends, or something like that. It's just like, some random post. If it's directed at me, that's, of course that's different, but I mean, my goodness, there's some people who have Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and then sometimes I think too, like, this is kind of strange, but all the stuff that we put out there, it's like, and if life is a cycle or whatever, and we are clones or it is a simulation, maybe they got all this information from us the first time because of Facebook. And let's see. Yeah. Yeah, Case Smalls, I know the chain messages. Ugh. Yeah. Martha. I don't see how how is that legal though, really? How can a boss require you to use Facebook? Unless it's like, I can see where he could require you to use like a work Facebook at work. I could see that. But I don't see how that can be right to require you to have your own personal Facebook and post about work. I don't know. That seems a little intrusive to me. It doesn't seem legal. Hmm. Yeah, it is advertising, but yeah, some people love Facebook. I don't. But yeah, there's nothing that, I used to be so cautious and everything. I used to have like only 10 family members or something on Facebook and everything, but well, yeah, I never used Facebook for my social stuff. I just had it like a few family, you know, but I use YouTube now for like what most people, I guess, would use Facebook for is, these chats and, our groups here and just, I use YouTube more for what most people I would say use Facebook for. I never dreamt I'd do that because just wasn't really on YouTube that much. Not having a lunch break. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. It is probably really good for international artists to get their work out there. I would say it probably is like and I like your work. It's really neat. I just think we have some amazing talent. like QP's a good artist, and so is Dominic and Patrick, you know, Preliminal. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I get more response on a casserole. Yeah. Well, that's what people are these days. They just don't, you know. They want to know, did our local sport football team win? You know, what's the, you know, movie stars doing and stuff. It's like, how can you saturate your brain with such nonsense? Oh my goodness. I mean, not that you can't have some local pride in your football team. I'm not saying that, but when it takes over your life, oh my gosh. Gotta get some more iced coffee. It's just now getting light here. It looks like it's going to be a cloudy day. I need to check my temperature indicators today because Sundays are usually when these shifts happen. Scott's right. We call it shift day. And a lot of times my temperature indicators on Sunday will go wonky. So I want to check it real quick to see if like last Sunday has changed, because last Sunday was a big change, I think. Can't find my regular notebook. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, Jonah, you're saying that it feels like the ME is messing with you personally. Yeah, at first it starts out with like people's names and logos and stuff like that. And then when you start noticing it in your personal life, that's when it gets wonky and weird. Let's see here. Well, it's just above freezing out. Gonna get up to 67 Fahrenheit today. I just wanted to check and see on what they put for Sundays, if it's changed or not. Okay, before I open my notebook, it says on here it was 45-degree high and a 16-degree low. So let me see if that's what I wrote down. Oh, darn it. I didn't write it down. All right, well, I'm going to write this one down, and then let's see if Saturday's changed. 32.19. Nope, Saturdays didn't change. Darn it, I hate it when I get behind on these. But see, I guess because yesterday I would have only been a day behind on it. But you got to keep up with it because then you don't know if it changes. Shoot. I should have written that down yesterday. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Andrew. Like, didn't you say something where you cut off the handle or something like that? And it didn't have it? Let's see. Wonky and weird, an understatement. Didn't a whistleblower say CERN? Oh, I hadn't heard that, Evie. CERN starts up on a Sunday and powers up on Tuesday? Now, there's a website you can go to see if they're operating. I should do that real quick. Let's see. Let me get caught up in the chat first. Well, the Schumann's been up too. I don't know if it is right this second, but like last night around midnight, it was all the way, it was white. Oh, I don't know, Jemima. I don't know. That's hard to answer. Your drywall saw and your hammer, Andrew. Hi, Candide. Good morning. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to check this. Let's see. First, I'm going to refresh my Schumann page. And now I'm going to go to, see, ViStar. Oh, I always just Google ViStar beam CERN and then it comes up. Let's see what we can see here. Okay. And when they have been running, they've been going, yeah, they're definitely doing stuff. Like in spurts, it looks like. Let me go to this operations page. It tells what they've been doing over the LHC operation. Well, that black, what's that black one? Energy. They've been doing stuff. I can't remember what the difference is between the the CMS has been doing a lot of stuff, and some of Atlas looks like. And they're going all the way up to almost 7,000 gig GeV. Anyway, I'll go back to the chat. Man, it's going to be very cloudy today, it looks like here. Because I can tell the sun's trying to come up. Well, whatever they call the sun now, I guess. Evie says, is there a CERN in Texas now? I think there was a collider, but then supposedly it shut down. But you have to wonder, did it really? They're just not saying, you know? Yeah, if they don't want him making, if they don't, Jim, if they don't want him making videos, that's one thing. But why can't he just talk to us, you know? That's crazy. Yeah, 30,000. The one that I'm interested in is the Fermilab in Chicago, and then the one in South Dakota. I know they're building a collider in, well, no, I don't, no, never mind. I take that back. They're building some kind of school for people to work in that industry in Fort Collins, Colorado, which is not too far. It's actually where one of my sisters lives. Oh, it's so. I just hate that about one affected. That's so sad. They should allow him to have his. I mean, it's not like he can really do videos, I'm sure, anyway. That's crazy. Oh, that makes me upset. Well, if they're doing that to him, I hope at least somebody's there with him at all times. Someone from his family, at least, you know. I don't even know what's going on in Syria or anything right now. You guys, if anything recent has happened, let me know, because I don't really keep up with that stuff as well as I should. Let me see. I went to Judge Report just now, and it says mysterious gathering of 1,400 sharks off the northeast coast. Let me see what that's all about. So do you guys use anything for indicators? Like, you know, I do the wet temperature, the weather. Let's see. Nova Scotia is where these are. From Long Island to Nova Scotia. Yeah, animals are doing some weird stuff lately. Let's see. I hope I'm. Oh, I saw I was buffering good. Looks like I'm back. I must be behind in the chat because I didn't get to see what made you laugh from Andrew. Oh, that's funny, Andrew. That made me laugh too. Oh, hi, huh? Good to see you here. Yeah, Sharkey. Scott mentioned that the other day about the purple jellyfish. But I think what's weird too is that you know, some of the videos where the animals just they're not afraid of humans anymore. Like the squirrel was just like running up this guy's leg and wanting to be petted. That would scare me because I would think that they'd be wanting to bite me, you know. Yeah, I mean, I think he's one affected is an eternal being, and so, you know, he's not going to me, I mean, that's my belief. So he's not just gone, you know. Yeah, it's weird, like all these Mr. MB333 was doing this stuff about just these just random turkeys, just like, you know, hanging out in the middle of the road, no big deal. Your family's being vicious, Sharkey? Yeah, it goes in cycles, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just like I don't mind. Like I quit talking about all this stuff with everybody, but it just seems like there's constantly obstacles being put up sometimes. I don't know. But I think that's just, I don't know, maybe that's just life in general, in any ways. What are those dancing turkeys? What is that? Oh, dancers around a turkey. I thought they were dancing turkeys at first. I'm like, how is there an emoji for that? Oh my goodness. That is funny. Oh, see. Jemima believed in them, just nothing. Well, we don't know. I mean, he could be, you know, he could be out there to help us later too, you know, once he passes on. Who knows? And it has Sharkey, it says it's nothing to do with you or the ME. That's strange. Yes, huh? Huh says, do you all try to talk to someone and no matter what the subject is, they switch the conversation? I know, it is crazy. It's like Okay. Like just and random stuff too. It's so bizarre. I mean, it's just like, and it's usually something really trivial too. You know, like, I don't know. But I've kind of noticed that a lot though my whole life, and that's why most people never really interested me, you know, because, you know, just that they'd have like two or three subjects they'd want to talk about, ones that I wasn't interested in. You know, I mean, yeah, you can say something about the weather every now and then, but I mean, is that all you want to talk about every time? You know, or, you know, I don't know. Have a great day, Shark K. Hope you have a good day at work. I hope things get better for you. Bye, Andrew. Have a good day. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can sit down with people, you know, at all anymore. I think we are in a different frequency, Joner. Um, you know, people have never known what I was talking about, I guess, or they just, you know, roll their eyes, or I don't know. Most people are shallow people. Yeah, I don't really watch TV shows either, Martha Jane. The only things that I watch Twilight Zone and Star Trek, the old Star Trek, the original, and that's it. If I and only if I haven't seen them. If I've already seen them, unless it's a really good one, I'll skip it. But now there's a few that aren't so good, but almost every Twilight Zone episode has something to do, or could have something to do with the Emmy. I mean, it's pretty good. You know, if you do, you know, want to watch something, I highly suggest Twilight Zone because you'll get something out of it almost every time. I tell you a show and I did a video on it, and I need to do some more of those. I wanted to do a series on these are a few of my favorite things, just stuff that I enjoy, and I did one of those on Fringe. Fringe is really great because, you know, they have the two worlds that are colliding, and then they plug up the holes through the amber or whatever, and it's interesting. Now I don't have Netflix or anything, so I can't. Now I have watched all of season 1 and about half of season 2 of Stranger Things, but I I need to watch some of these other shows like Black Mirror and stuff like that. I've seen one episode of Westworld and it looked interesting. It's like sometimes I think, oh yeah, I love the new Battlestar Galactica. I've seen the whole thing, and Caprica. Joner, have you seen the series Caprica? Because I liked it almost even better than Battlestar Galactica. You know, the people who say we create our own reality and sometimes we're the only one and everything around us is our creation. I'm like, man, if that's true, I'll come up with some pretty good sci-fi stories. You know? Oh, goodness. I think the California fires, Master Uchi, has something to do with like people who want to take over the real estate in that area. You know, like all of a sudden the people can't afford their insurance anymore and that, and so they leave. And then, no, preliminal, it's already over, but it came out right after the new Battlestar Galactica ended, and it's really good. I mean, it's kind of how the sideline started and stuff like that. Let's see. Case Smalls, what's your video on? It says you married one from. What's the SGT? What's that? Looks like Sagittarian. I don't think that's what it stands for, though. Yeah, or if you're talking about Battlestar Galactica, QP, the new, of course, it's old now, but itself, but still an awesome show. Birds start fires. They're blaming it on the birds. Mm. Yeah, there's something. I think it was a directed energy weapon or something about those California fires. I really do. Well, I don't think anybody comes on after this unless Korrie's planning on, so I can stay on for a little while. There's 19 people here. So, at least 15 or 20 minutes, unless somebody else is coming on. If somebody else is coming on, let me know. What was weird about that, too, is that, I guess it didn't touch the aluminum or something. Like beer cans would be around and they'd be just sitting there fine, like nothing happened, and everything around them would be destroyed. That's odd. There's got to be something odd in that. Bye, Martha Jane. Have a great day at work. Don't let your boss bug you. Yeah, I'll check it out. Definitely. Need to find a good. I mean, I look at Drudge Report, I guess, but I don't really have a series of anything that I watch for non-mainstream news or anything. Bye, Martha. Okay, so I didn't really finish my personal story from the beginning, but there's not much left to tell. Had my kids. Got divorced after 20 years. Moved to Alabama. Alabama really sucked. That's what the start of when everything started to suck. Before that, my life was boring, but it wasn't horrible. And then for some reason, like in, around 2010, I guess, is when stuff started sucking. And then I saw a lot of MEs I can pinpoint to Alabama, which is, it's kind of cool to be able to pinpoint when you had them. Like I've been starting to pinpoint ones that I know happened in the 80s because I was like, what the heck, And then there's some that I know, that are between, stuff that I know that I had and when my kids were little and things like that. Oh, hi, Simon. I didn't see you in here at all. Have a great day. And then, I saw quite a few, but that was like that 2014, 2015 time period. That was like the last 2 years I was in Alabama. I saw quite a few right then. Marfugal News is a good truther. Inside family source from the Air Force. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, divorce does suck. It was actually mostly not so much the divorce that bothered me, but just not being around my kids all the time, because I was used to being around my kids every single day. And so, and that was, shoot, it's been 8 years now, so who cares? But you were lurking. Yeah, I want to have you on again though sometime, Simon. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm trying to be quiet. I can't really have a guest on when people are here because I get too loud. I have, I know you guys say I have a nice, quiet, calming voice, but I can have like a kind of loud, boisterous voice as well. But my kids are fine from it and everything, and yeah, I just wasn't ready to go to the emptiness syndrome like 2 years early. I mean, I would have been more prepared for the divorce if we would have waited till after the boys were out of school. But that's okay. It's water under the bridge now. No big deal. K Smalls remembers looking at the Chick-fil-A logo. Worked at a bank next door. And it was like, something is not right about the spelling. Yep. Hi, Sky Viewer. Yeah, sometimes I do that too, Creek Mary. I just, I won't be a part of the chat, but I'll just like lay down on the couch and have my headphones on. Yeah, the Chick-fil-A people, it bugs the heck out of me when people say, oh, it was never spelled CHIC. That's stupid. Why would they spell that? Well, that's exactly the point, and that's exactly how I remember it because I was so supremely irritated with that spelling until it changed, and then I was irritated that it changed. Because it's like chic filet that, it was so stupid that be spelled that way. I thought, it's just so dumb. And then all of a sudden it changed, and I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't so dumb after all because this change bothers me too. So, Sky Viewer, what have you been noticing in the sky? What's weird is I only went to those FAA sites a few times, and I need to go back and look. But I saw all kinds of stuff that you could tell it was weird and messed up. If you look at my video, you can tell. But where it's like black 10 minutes, and then there's like the flashing or whatever, and then light, and then black, and then light. It's crazy. Those FAA cameras are pretty cool. Okay, I am going to. I'll be right back. I'm going to get me some more coffee. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. I know exactly, Master Ricci. I just, that's why it's so idiotic when people say, how could it have ever been CHIC? Well, that's the point. But we wouldn't remember it otherwise, Perhaps. Oh, bye, Jonah. Have a great day. Korrie, are you going on later today? I don't know if she's still in here or not. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese is a big one because, I had kids that I would take to Chuck E. Cheese. And it was Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, it's nice to have people internationally too, because, Jonah can kind of look at stuff around his area and, QP's in a neat spot too in Palau. And I don't know what it is now. I wonder what it is. That's kind of one that flip-flops, I think. I don't live around one, so I can't really. Yeah, it's Chuck E. Cheese's now. Let's see. So every now and then I'll check on Noxema because it's flip-flopped for me. And people say Fruit Loops does it a lot, but it still has the Z. Fruit Loops with the double O is so stupid. I saw that and I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Yep, still double O. Okay. Oh. Yep. I'll check it. Okay, Smalls. Thank you. She's worried about my blood sugar. Yeah, I'm constantly wanting ice water or iced coffee or iced tea or something. I haven't seen anything new lately, really myself, except for little personal things. But because I live so far, I mean, I live an hour from like the nearest anything. There's the only thing I have around here is maybe a Subway. Everything else is like, well, but I've been watching this. There's this barbecue place where I live, and he has a really neat, unique Q in the name. And so I have been watching that like a hawk. Every time I go into town, I look at that Q to see if it's different. Hasn't changed quite yet. But yeah, that Q is really unique, so I keep an eye on it. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. I hope everybody has a great day. Let's all keep our spirits up as best as we can. And I hope I'm still on. Okay, yeah, I will, Master Richie. Well, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for being part of the broadcast today. Sorry, I kind of got boring in the end. But you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.